Hello, everybody. My name is Boysen Hodgson. I'm the Communications and Marketing Director for the Mankind Project USA. Thank you and welcome. This is the Ron Herring Awards for 2018. This is the 20th anniversary of the Ron Herring Award. We have been giving out the Ron Herring Award for 20 years. This is also year 2, Dan. 3. Dos. This is year 2, for the Bill Kauth Excellence in Community Award. And I'm really happy to have Dan Baldwin here, the Circle support for MKP USA, and Jim Katona, my man, who is one of the co-holders of the Mission Circle in MKP USA. And I'm going to hand it off to Jim for a couple of minutes to give us a little context, and we'll get right into the presentation momentarily. Welcome. Glad to see so many people here, and thanks for being here. Jim, go ahead.
Cool. So, thanks, Boysen, and I'm glad to have Randy Marks join the Mission Circle just recently as my co-lead. And we're excited with all the great things that the men have been doing throughout the project over the last year. And I'm grateful to be part of this wonderful piece of the pie that we share here at the Mission Circle, and this opportunity to celebrate all the wonderful things that the men have been doing. Thank you.
Well said. Dan, do you want to say a few words also?
Oh, just so excited for tonight. Just the one time a year where we take a moment and we honor these incredible people that are doing so much in the world, role modeling, being better men, and showing us what it's like to wake up, grow up, and show up. Love that.
Nice. Thank you. Welcome. I get blown away every year by the caliber of men that are out there, and looking through tonight's list, it's going to be that thing. There's always a couple of slides that'll be tear jerkers, and a couple of slides that's like, holy crap, I didn't even know these men were out there. So without further ado, let me go ahead and share the screen and get us started for tonight. And welcome again to the Ron Herring Mission of Service Awards for tonight. So we are going to, I'll go over here. So you see Jim and Boysen, and we may have a couple of other folks joining us. I think Art Patterson will be walking in the door in a little while to say a few words about something that we're excited about as a mission that is kind of ongoing, passion from some men in MKP. And here we are, and we're going to jump right in. I'm going to take the first slide, and then I'm going to hand off to Dan for the next one. I am so stoked. Kalani Kurtzberg from San Diego, loving white dove. I co-create a better world by loving myself and others. Kalani has addressed the need to help homeless veterans as well as the need to save homeless dogs from being euthanized. He created a 501c3 nonprofit, Camis and Canines, and provides combined solution by first providing bridge housing, food, and community to homeless veterans. Then he provides and facilitates weekly circles to them and makes available the New Warrior Training Adventure to them and helps them live a purpose-driven life, again, by providing them with work, responsibilities in the community, and lastly, he matches homeless vets with rescue dogs, transforming 2 lives at once. I am thrilled to be announcing this award for Kalani, and Kalani is in the room with us, and I'm going to bring him in to say a few words.
All right. Hey, thank you. I really, really am incredibly honored to be here. I know that picture is a little misleading. I've got some hair now. Awesome. The ranch. So the ranch, it's a small piece of property out here in East County, San Diego. We offer bridge housing to homeless veterans. We got dogs and chickens laying fresh eggs. We've got goats. We've got pigs. We're getting ready to bring on some horses onto the ranch. Right now, as we speak, I've got 12 veterans, residents who were once homeless, Now they're outside doing some work, lots of landscaping to do, and some are painting the walls. And it's all centered around helping these men rediscover purpose in their life. We overwhelm them with responsibility, but we set them up for success so they can, when they get that taste of success, it really helps bring them back to life again. And we take them from a place where they don't feel seen, where they feel unworthy, to feeling worthy again, and really step into their power, their masculinity. We emphasize the word tribe on this ranch. We absolutely operate as a tribe. Everybody's got roles and responsibilities. And when one member of our tribe doesn't pull their weight, the entire tribe feels the pain. So with that kind of community connection is how I'm bringing these men off the streets and getting them from a place of homelessness to being employable again in just 6 months. And I know the term Camis and Canines, that's the name of the nonprofit, it's a little bit misleading in that the canines portion is just a small piece of what we do. The backbone of this program is what we call circle work. And it twice, sometimes 3 times a week, we're gathering in circle, and we're taking a deep dive into their feelings and emotions. And I'm walking down with them through that dark alley that they've been hiding from for so long. And helping these men find healing. And then we take them back out into the community, and they are out there rescuing other homeless veterans. Thank you.
Lonnie Kreuzberg, San Diego community, the ranch, Camis and Canines, look them up, Camis and Canines. And also just to note, we're doing NWTAs out there too these days. So Kalani, thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. And then we are going to move on into the next slide. So over here.
Wow, this is bringing tears to my eyes. I didn't know that I was going to be able to do Hank Kinsey. Hank was a mentor of mine in 1988 when I initially went through. And gosh, wow. So Hank Kinsey from Chicago, for years he has given himself to thousands of men with reckless abandon, me being one of them. He is one of the cornerstones of the Warrior organization who helped consolidate the New Warrior Network Mankind Project in the infantile stages. He is a champion who has always promoted his men's work to all he has come in contact with. He remains humble in his resolve. He is a luminary in defending mature masculine energy used in all the work that we do, and he is a beacon of wholesome love. I just want to honor Hank Kinsey and all he contributes to the world.
Oh, thank you, Hank Kinsey. Tony, you want to grab Jim Harp?
Yes. So Jim Harp, his mission is to create a safe and loving world by opening his heart and embracing others. Jim is very active in his community. Giving back is a good way to define him. He's very involved with Habitat for Humanity, and for the last 6 years is part of a regular team of volunteers that works a day every week. Jim also works a half day in the store, Habitat Restore. He also works 1 day a week delivering Meals on Wheels to senior centers. I had the pleasure of meeting Jim, and he's a beautiful man.
Jim Harp from Mid-America South. Congratulations on being the Ron Herring Award winner for 2018. Oh, wow. These are working out so well. Bill Konigsberg from the Southwest in Arizona. I create a safe world for marginalized youth by living my truth and speaking out for those who have not yet found their voice. Bill is the award-winning author of 4 young adult novels, with a 5th on the way in 2019. His fiction explores the lives of LGBTQ youth. In November 2018, at the Assembly on Literature for Adolescents at the Allen NCTE Conference in Houston, Texas, he spoke out about homophobia and advocated for marginalized youth. After his speech, an annual award was established in Bill's name. The Bill Konigsberg Award for Acts and Activism for Equity and Inclusion through Young Adult Literature will be presented to a youth advocate in the young adult literature world every November. Bill is the first recipient of the award. He has stepped into his leadership and really found his voice. And he took an animal name in front of 300 people at this conference when he said, "I am a fierce Papa Bear for LGBTQ youth." I know Bill. Bill has reached out. I've reached out to Bill personally with my daughter, and I read all of his books out loud to my daughter. Bill Konigsberg, thank you so much for the work that you're doing in the world. I am honored to be able to present to you the Ron Herring Award for 2018 for the Southwest.
Yeah, wow. Jim Stevens, Father Grizzly Bear from Canada, Alberta, Canada. Jim's mission is to create a loving and connected world by living in an open heart and helping others. Jim has led a non-MKP young men's group in Edmonton for over 2 years now. He has created a safe place for young men, early 20s to mid-30s, to share life challenges and how they feel about those changes. There have been a core group of about 8 men that have continued to meet from the beginning, as well as a number of men who have joined the group for a while until something changed, such as moving to a different city. This work is in alignment with Jim's mission. The Young Men's Group has delivered significant benefit to these young men. Recently, the group honored Jim with 2 Pendleton blankets for his giveaway. I also want to say I know Jim very well from the MKPI circle. His generous and beautiful heart has helped transform that circle and led us in a beautiful way of connecting all of our brother regions together. So it's great honor that I honored Jim Stevens, a dear man in my heart, for his contributions in the 2018 Ron Herring Awards.
Woo! Congratulations, Jim. And now I'm going to, Art is actually here, and this was important to Art. So I'm going to go ahead and bring Art Patterson in as a panelist. Welcome, Art Patterson from the Mid-Atlantic community. And Art, you came at the exact right time, because this is one of the slides that you wanted to be able to read to us. So, yes. Art, why don't you go ahead and present Alex Rounds.
Alex Rounds is a creative work of generosity, connection to restoring the tradition of mentoring to all boys who have a positive adult role model in their lives. Adult mentors who can develop into their master purpose. For 20 years, Ezra helped you to reach campus in D.C. He's a mentor to Ruth, the Census, and Voice of Education, and CW. For 12 years, he has been a facilitator in the prison through the Attorney to Violence Project as work to really train for medical use for he's you'll never know 4 years and you make mentoring for mental anyone who's young. Although he's in work and transformed the rules of his story into strength, connection, and mostly with every understanding and compassion. It is my honor to R.L.S. He was my first mentor and a lifelong dad to me. He is so, you deserve this honor. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Art Patterson. Indeed, Alex Rounds does so deserve this art honor. Alex, congratulations, Playful Porpoise from the Mid-Atlantic community. And Art is going to hang out with us here. We'll have another slide for him as well to speak to. So thank you for your service, Alex, and for being a mentor to Art Patterson as well. Art, I'm gonna keep you right here. Do you want to speak to this for just a moment?
Yes, I will. MKP is something that I've been dreaming of. We're having a very free weekend for people with all types of disabilities. It's going to be outside of Fresh Art, Arizona, August the 23rd to the 25th. We are asking men who are warriors to be a part of this, especially warriors with physical disabilities or warriors who have partners or a son or nephew or friend to be part of this weekend. This is, I think, will be the heart and soul of MKP. This will be the first of many barrier-free weekend, and I hope this will start the movement. If we don't reach each man one man at a time, this is an opportunity for men with disabilities to be a gift to MKP, but also a gift for themselves. And I've been blessed for almost 20 years with this organization, and I'm proud and honored to have this weekend come up. So we want men to sign up for staff. We are going to have a big staff, so, and we want y'all to really encourage men with disabilities to be a part of this weekend. Thank you.
Ho.
Ho.
Thank you,
Art. Yes. So find more information about the Barrier Free Weekend on the mkpusa.org website. There are a number of men who are dedicating a significant part of their lives to making this happen. And as Art said, this is a dream come true for many men. So thank you, Art, for being here. I appreciate it. And you're in your I group. So if you want to go back to your I group, you are welcome to do that.
I can't go back to I group. Yeah, okay. I think I will.
Okay. Beautiful, brother. Thank you, Art. All right. From Mid-America North, Doug Earl, White Polar Bear. To support people of lesser means by donating his time, energy, and resources to make stronger communities and a more just world. This award is presented in memoriam. Doug lived out his mission by providing pro bono legal services for people in need. He supported public education and WKAR, Michigan State Public Radio. He was active in the Democratic Party by canvassing, door-to-door calling, running for office, and was a candidate for a federal judgeship and the Clinton County Drain Commissioner. Doug was a member of the Sierra Club, donating time and money. He was a member of the local Lions Club from 2004 to 2017 and held the office of Trail Twister, a position where he kept track of members' service projects. Doug was also active in the White Cane Drive from 2004 to 2007, supporting visually impaired individuals, plus many other Lions Club projects and activities. Doug Earl. In memory of Doug Earl, thank you for your service. Blessings, brother.
Oh.
Dan.
Joe Haley. From St. Louis, I create a world of champions by championing all to be their best. Joe served 2 tours in the Peace Corps, spreading his gifts and knowledge that he received from MKP to many students and people of Kyrgyzstan and the Ukraine. So blessings for carrying this to other places in the world. Joe, we honor you as a 2018 Ron Herring Award winner.
Oh, Joe. Vern Ludwig, Medicine Rain Bearer, New England. I build a world of trust, intimacy, and love by trusting myself, listening, and service. Vern has worked with men inside many men's prisons in Massachusetts 1 or 2 evenings each week since December 2001. He is currently facilitating weekly circles of men in the Norfolk State Prison. For the past 3 years, he has served as a mentor for monthly Native American lodge ceremonies in Norfolk State Prison. He's also worked in men's prison circles in California, New York, Rhode Island, and Wisconsin. His work inside began with the Jericho Circle Project in the Federal Medical Center at Devens, Massachusetts. He's currently supporting an effort to initiate a circle inside a Maine prison and to begin a community circle and mentoring effort in Mattapan, Massachusetts, to support men re-entering after they have been incarcerated for long sentences. Over the past 17 years, he has conducted facilitator training for inside men and outside facilitators. And Vern Ludwig is in the room here. I'm going to bring him up into the panel.
I'm humbled by being in this company, and I can see the breadth of service and so many of the vets and young men, LGBTQ, disabled. What beautiful service these men here with us are providing. And I'm now Grandfather Snake, by the way, by the chief in Norfolk Prison. And I invite anyone who loves the lodge to be in ceremony with us in Norfolk on a full moon. Thanks for all your giveaways, including you men hosting us. I appreciate being here.
Thank you, Vern. Welcome. Bless you.
Thank you.
And Dan.
Yeah, and it's that time. Every year now, starting last year, we are honoring 2 communities in the United States and hope that more join us from other regions for the Bill Kauth Community Excellence Award. And our 2 that we do is one for a developing community. This is our developing community. A developing community is one that has less than 39 men in them when they started out the year. And what we're celebrating is all that even a small community like that can do and how they can grow. This year's award goes to Bloomington, Indiana, of Mid-America area. They started off with 1 I group and a core group of men. And a handful of men with passion took action in this small town in the Midwest and had incredible impact. Bloomington expanded from 1 group to 2. Through open circle enrollment efforts and community events, they had 7 men attend the NWTAs in 2018, and they currently have 5 men preparing to staff the next Mid-America NWTA, with many men in their open I group wanting to attend, just waiting to show up. Bloomington hosts a guest speaker series, community activities that include women and children, and are involved in a mission project, including one that supports a nonprofit organization empowering women to be financially independent. What are the key aspects of community building is community engagement, and they host fun events. They reach out to all of their graduates and talk to them. They do incredible honoring ceremonies and celebration and mentoring and support for every new brother that comes through their weekend. Like they said, they really create a community environment where they support and invite their families and the women and children to events as well. They host guest speakers and they're very supportive of membership. They're also key on their support circles. I've sat in circles down there in Bloomington. It's amazing to see how much skills they have and how they continue to grow skills with IGFT and just as a group, everybody leaning into the work and seeing how they can do better. And of course, they're doing a lot for support of NWTAs. They're working with the University of Bloomington and trying to get better connection with them, and working with showing up in their community so that men know that there's a place to go where men really can be that compassionate, caring brother that we hope to have in our lives. And again, mission. Mission is so important in the community efforts, is how do we show up in the world, and they're certainly doing it. So just a moment to honor Bloomington, their community, and all that they do. Thanks for role modeling for us, and congratulations on being the 2018 winner of the Bill Kauth Community Excellence Award for a developing community.
Woo!
Okay, Sacred Dolphin from Florida, Bruce Cornwell. I create a world of compassion and creative expression by facilitating, healing, and empowered action. Bruce has been a consistent force for continued growth both in and outside of MKP. As one of the 6 founding artists of the Hippodrome State Theater in Gainesville, which celebrated its 46th anniversary this year as North Florida's professional theater, he helped to develop and continues to serve as an active board member of this iconic community institution. Bruce is also a licensed clinical social worker for the Veterans Health Administration, where he advocates on behalf of veterans struggling with serious mental illness and works closely to help them realize their personal goals towards psychosocial recovery. It's an honor to honor you, Bruce, as the 2019 recipient for Florida's Ron Herring Mission of Service Award.
Oh. And if I'm not mistaken, I think, Rick, that you were able to get your audio working. Is that true?
Can you hear us, Boyson?
We got you.
Cool, man. Jeff Golden's with me. He's our I-Group rep in Bloomington and a dear friend of mine.
Hello.
Say a few words about Bloomington. Shout yourself.
Go ahead, Dad.
So what's really special about our group is we have a diverse group of men from all ages, and they're all invested in not only recruiting but helping men do their work. It's been my honor to be part of the group for 10 years, and along with Rick, and we really we have a great group of men.
Thank you, brothers. Blessings. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it, and congratulations on the Bill Kauth Award.
Thank you.
Thank you, Boyson. Thanks, Jim. Thanks, Dan.
Richard Stewart. Golden Phoenix from Canada, Ontario. I create a world of safety, love, compassion, and healing by mentoring, coaching, and storytelling. Richard founded and spearheaded Toasty Toes, Elgin, Middlesex, London 2017, and raised over 4,000 pairs of socks for the homeless, distributing them throughout the community. Whether as a crisis volunteer for victim services, a member for the Coalition to End Poverty and Elgin Poverty Roundtable, and the Homeless Hub of London. In addition, he is currently working with various nonprofit organizations assisting with networking trade shows and social media such as Farmtown Canada, Human Trafficking and Single Women in Motherhood. Richard's life is spent with passion and selfless giveaway to fulfill his mission. Richard Stewart, thank you. We're proud to name you the 2018 Ron Herring Award winner for Canada, Ontario. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, I'm honored here to present Germany's Ron Herring Award, Wolfgang Achterberg. He creates a world full of respect by respecting other people and by bringing it out into the world and living it. Wolfgang is a man who is very attentive. He helps people in need, not only financially, but also with his heart, his kindness. With his actions and vigor, he serves humans and the men within MKP and places its whole knowledge and experience to the association and disposal. He is very exact and correct and is very fair. He is a genius for numbers. Inside, he is very calm. He is very circumspect and good-natured, and he has a very big heart. He is very empathetic. More than 35 years in the chess club of his hometown where he does youth care. Serving as a treasurer and first chairman, he organizes events and serves as a game leader. Wachel Calf Biter, Wolfgang Achterberg, we honor you for a 2018 Ron Herring Award.
Oh. Mark, I don't have it. You're on the line. You're going to have to pronounce it for me. Mojdei. Dear from the Northwest, I create a world of belonging by sharing my gifts. And I'm going to see if I can get you brought up now so that by the time I finish, we will have you in the room here. I create a world of belonging by sharing my gifts. Mark began prison volunteer efforts shortly after his NWTA 3 years ago. It took a year of badgering before he was allowed to create the now thriving music program for inmates at Columbia River Correctional Facility. The program serves the CRCI inmates and MKP volunteers wishing to serve. Mark sponsored MKP men interested in creating inside circles. He attended inside sessions for 6 months until others of his team were badged to get through security. Thanks to Mark's generosity, the program is vibrantly serving the population with 2 inmates committed to attending the July NWTA. Mark's sponsorship of unbadged MKP volunteers was at personal, emotional, and monetary expense until the Inside Circle team could become independent. I honor and respect Mark for his mission in action, sharing his gifts, giving back, and creating his world by sharing. Further, Mark is sending men from his music program to check out our inner circle. With Mark's support, we are steadily getting stronger and increasing our numbers. Mark, congratulations on being the 2018 Ron Herring Award winner for the Northwest. And I think you've got audio. Are you with us?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
We got you.
Hey, how about that? Yeah, and actually, that was a perfect pronunciation. You pronounced my name better than I could. Yeah, I think other people have said it, but to me, part of my work is, and my work in MKP is being a man among men and feeling unequal. And so this is really hard, especially hard for me tonight or today to see these beautiful men that I've been awarded with. So I just feel really humbled and honored by this. Yeah, I'm just, this is all really attributable back to the work, and the power that I've gotten from MKP to go out and bring it into prisons. And so excited to continue on this journey.
We honor you, Mark. Thank you for the work that you're doing inside and outside.
Thank you.
Jim, you want to take this one?
It would be pretty cool. Yeah. So Rusty Mills, Great Bear with Big Rooster from the Southeast. I create a world of physical, emotional, and spiritual healing by healing myself, helping others to heal, and teaching others to spread healing. Rusty is a nurse anesthesist. His career is to alleviate physical pain. He helps patients deal with fear of surgery and of whatever the diagnosis is. He has used his work connections to connect uninsured friends with physicians who are willing to provide pro bono care. He also volunteers as a medic for non-MKP events. The emotional part of his life mission involves his work in suicide prevention. This has included taking men to the emergency room for evaluation, meeting men wherever they are in distress, and speaking with them on the phone and sharing his story. Rusty has also led 3 funding drives for Atlanta Midtown assistance and lost and found in the name of the Wolfpack Men's Circle. Rusty served in the U.S. Air Force from 1984 to 2000, attaining the rank of captain. He says that he spent the first 50 years of his life with an invisible tattoo on his forehead that said victim. Thanks to MKP, he is starting to erase that. It's an honor and a privilege to inform you, Rusty, that it's really cool that you're the 2018 Ron Herring Award recipient for the Southeast. And I certainly am grateful for the man that you are in my life. Thank you.
Rusty, would you like to say a few words?
12 and a half years ago, my son took his life after several years of addiction. After that, I was lost a long time. I'll say that the relationship between a father and a son and the relationship between a mentor and a mentee are not only life-changing for both, it's life-saving for many. And I am thankful for the young men that I mentor and for all men who are willing to help other men and women and the world.
Thank you, Rusty. Congratulations, brother. From the Colorado community, Brian Malaska, Free Hawk. I co-create a world that is filled with an abundance of love, happiness, and deep, meaningful connections by loving, supporting, and empowering others in finding their true joy. Brian has dedicated himself to making a positive impact on the world and the people in it. He has been involved in organizations in Colorado, Youth at Risk, Challenge Denver, Challenge Day, Denver Children's Home, Professional Miracles Foundation, and more. His involvement in these organizations ranges from mentor to community leader to volunteer to board member. Brian happily gives of his time, money, and energy in support of great causes and loves to invite and inspire others around him to do the same. Most recently, Brian, along with some of his closest friends, co-founded a chapter of Guys Who Give, an organization that raises and donates money to local nonprofits that make a difference in local communities. He is currently the leader body chair for MKP Colorado, has served tirelessly as a pit leader, has helped to start iGroups, and he's even run a club at his favorite brewery. Brian Malaska, congratulations on winning the 2018 Ron Herring Mission of Service Award for Colorado. Bless you, brother. And who we at? Dan?
Yeah, our next Ron Herring Award winner is from South Central. No Bad Dog is in the house. Jerry England. I create a world of compassionate understanding by transforming men. Jerry is the volunteer treasurer for Land of My Grandfather. He has spent countless hours working on the property, making repairs, and driving his tractor. For 12 years, he has been the Santa Claus for the Christmas party for the Council on Recovery, a party for underprivileged children. He is also a volunteer committee man for the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. Jerry is a self-employed CPA. He started England and Company in 1985. Jerry loves portraying Santa Claus as a professional Santa. This has led him into an acting career with a TV movie coming out in 2019. Jerry has been married to Ellen for 22 years. She also works hard at Land of My Grandfathers. Jerry and Ellen live in Sugar Land, Texas, and love to travel. Congratulations, Jerry England, for winning the 2018 Ron Herring Award for South Central.
Oh, and Dan, this one's going to be for you, buddy.
Yeah, it's that Vilk Health Community Excellence Award. This goes to sustaining communities of communities that are 40 or more. And this year's Sustaining Community Award goes to East Hawaii. So special place in my heart for East Hawaii because they're showing up at a time of need. In 2018, the East Hawaii community was faced with lava, and I mean lava, burning houses, toxic gases, evacuations, and the Brotherhood showed up by providing housing, taking in pets, assisting with transportation, and so much more. East Hawaii is also an incredible example of how community can thrive. They're involved in marching in parades, cleaning up highway, mentoring boys in school, doing men work in correctional facility, supporting joint MKP and Women Within activities, community gatherings, and fun events. Those are just some of the ways. Really, there's too much to mention here in East Hawaii. They're doing an incredible job of role modeling how a men's community can show up in the world. They're really showing that we are a brother kid committed to nurturing one another, our families, communities, and our planet. And so, like, looking at the categories again for a community, they're doing so much with the fun events and the engagement efforts and new brother engagement efforts and celebrations. They're holding space for women and children and families to be involved and showing up with non-MKP organizations and supporting them. They're continuing to work on their skills and I groups and growing them. They're up to 5, and they actually have they participate in 2 mixed gender circles, one of them being a couple circles. It's also important to honor our other societies. They have a strong active LKS and Elder Society there, and they're providing support for young warriors. I also want to say for Mission, all that I mentioned already, Boys to Men, working in correctional facilities and Adopt a Highway, but they're also been a strong Pound Me Too advocacies, holding up accountability around how men are showing up with women and role modeling what to do when things aren't working well and how to go about making things work well. So just a huge shout out to the East Hawaii and all they're doing. And congratulations on being the 2018 Bill Kauth Community Excellence Award winner.
And we're going to jump back up the thing. Alex Rounds, welcome.
Hey.
Would you like to say a few words?
Yeah. This is a great honor. The last honoree, one of the last honorees, the No Bad Dog, that feels like that was my mission from my childhood. So having the opportunity to give has been a wonderful chance to turn that old tape around. And I give a great deal of credit to Steve Martin of Boys to Men in Richmond for trusting me with the hearts of so many boys, and that just opened the door to recover a lot of my crushed innocence and trust in everyone. So I can. So that's gotten me into the prisons where I know about betrayal and many things, and it's such a joy, so rewarding to go into a prison on Friday and come out on Sunday, and it's a chapel. It's a sacred space just by being honest and opening hearts. And then in the schools for the boys, it's just been a delight I was in one this morning and talking to the other new mentors and just saying how every week they will look at you a millisecond longer with trust, but it's not going to happen overnight. So just a great joy. And I convinced an I group recently to sponsor one of our school circles, and they're bringing boys up. They're coming up to sit in circles, and I just think it's just another stage for I groups is, of course, my zero focus vision on healing. But I can see I groups going to another level of maturity that way. So that's my cause, and I'm hearing so many other wonderful causes tonight, and it helps humble me and lets me know how lucky we all are to be on this giving path. So thank you.
Oh, from the Greater Carolinas, Gareth Higgins, The Lion and the Bear. I co-create a peaceful world by leading and nurturing communities who learn and share a better story. Gareth is a storyteller and peace builder from Northern Ireland who has made his home in the U.S. for the last decade. He is the founder of multiple festivals, The Wild Goose, Movies and Meaning, and The New Story, all emphasizing the intersection of art, spirituality, and social justice, creating communities for how we might live a better story. He is the author of several books, most recently a children's book entitled Cory and the Seventh Story that teaches foundational concepts for peace building and nonviolence. He founded The Porch magazine for folks hungry for a hopeful vision of the world. He leads trips back to his birthplace to introduce U.S. Americans to his peace builder friends who are bridging a social and cultural divide after the 30-year conflict in the north of Ireland. The primary goal of these trips is to invite U.S. Americans to return home and to connect with folks across lines of difference. Along with his husband, Gareth leads a monthly storytelling night focused on sustaining members of the community in a time of great cultural divisiveness. Gareth Higgins from Greater Carolinas, congratulations, brother. You were the 2018 Ron Herring Award winner. And I'm blessed to, be a longtime fan of yours. And moving on. Jim, you want to take Monty and Teresa Brent?
White Fox from Central Plains, Monty and Teresa Brent. My mission is to create a loving, caring, and compassionate world by giving encouragement and respect. Monty and his wife Teresa, who passed away 1 year and 4 months ago, have a blended family of 6 children. Together, they started a junior development program encouraging kids 5 to 18 years of age to ride bicycles to enhance health, self-motivation, and confidence. There is also an opportunity to meet new friends locally and nationally. The program teaches kids how to show up in the world. Your best is your best. All of this helps Monty as the sole parent of their 6 children, including Teresa's 3 children, who also lost their father. 3 are in middle school, 2 are in high school, and 1 is a preschooler. Bicycling was and is their passion. Sharing it with their children and other children is Monty's mission. It's an honor and a privilege to congratulate you, Monty, and your wife as the Central Plains honorees for the Ron Herring Mission of Service Award. And I'm sorry for your loss, brother.
Oh, Patrick Reynolds, Black Panther from Los Angeles. My mission is to make a difference in the world we live in. Patrick Reynolds worked for 3 decades to educate children not to smoke and helped thousands globally to quit tobacco through his group's website and media advocacy. Former U.S. Surgeon General Koop commented, Patrick Reynolds is one of the nation's most influential advocates of a smoke-free America. His testimony is invaluable to our society. In 2015, the White House and the President Obama presented Patrick with a Lifetime Achievement Award. He's a grandson of tobacco company founder R.J. Reynolds, yet watched his father and oldest brother die from cigarette-induced emphysema and lung cancer. Concerned about the mounting public health evidence, in 1986, he made the decision to speak out publicly in Congress against the industry his family helped build. Mr. Reynolds serves as the executive director of the Foundation for Smoke-Free America, a nonprofit group he founded in 1989. Every December, he also runs Be an Elf, a Christmas charity he founded for needy children. Patrick Reynolds from the Los Angeles community, congratulations, and what a deep honor it is for us to present you with the 2018 Ron Herring Award for service.
Yes, from Heartland, we have Benevolent Stag, Michael Wilson, who creates a compassionate world by blessing, mentoring, and empowering others. Mike Wilson founded an architectural firm 30 years ago. He has worked to improve and build environment of his community, Topeka, and his state, Kansas, by designing and developing environmentally responsible quality projects. Wilson and his firm have made generous philanthropic contributions to multiple organizations throughout Topeka and Northeast Kansas. Mike has served his community by participating on multiple boards, including Habitat for Humanity, Valio Behavioral Health, Unitarian Fellowship, Downtown Topeka and Company, City of Topeka Building and Fire Appeals, board, among others. Mike said, quote, "I have been blessed with a great career, the second half of which has been made better with the MKP tools." Mike recognizes that MKP has made him a better man, father, partner, husband, son, and leader. He also credits his wife for her willingness to do her own work and share the MKP, her language, with him, and see that as strengthening their relationship. Michael Wilson, we honor you for being a 2018 Ron Herring Award winner. Oh.
And Mike is with us. Mike, would you like to say some words?
Yes, can you hear me?
We can.
Well, first off, I'm grateful and humbled to be included amongst the men that have been on here. I'm amazed at all of their achievements, and I'm grateful to my friend Danny, who nominated me, and the men of my community who voted for me, and I'm grateful for MKP. It's made a difference in my life, and I'm just honored to try and pay it forward to help make a difference in other men's lives. So thank you, men, tonight.
Bless you, brother. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it, and congratulations. Stepping one more slide to Claude Tremblay. Renard Sage, Wise Fox, Canada, Quebec. Claude Tremblay. Je crée un monde d'inclusion, d'amour et de paix. Initiated at Camp Kanawanda in May 2012 during a dark time in his life changed immediately after his weekend. He lives his mission to have inner peace, in love with the universe, and well connected with all the people who are part of his life. He is a leader of 2 circles, and he has intervened to prevent multiple potential suicides. Claude is the 3rd child in a family of 5, a co-owner of a family business in the process of transferring his business to his sons. He's been in a relationship with Danielle Gru since 1979. He's an LIT and an elder in spirit.
Now, MKP keep me alive in 1912. Okay, I'm on the path for create a better world for my child and my child after. Okay, simply thank you. I'm on the road for create a better world. Thank you.
Merci, Claude. Beaucoup. Thank you so much for being here, and congratulations.
Excellent. This is upstate New York, Brown Bear, Ronald Garrow. I create a kind world through active kindness. Working with the Native American Cultural Center in Rochester, New York, Ronald helped provide educational programs and workforce training to his Native American community. He actively worked to raise awareness of issues affecting Native Americans and to promote cultural sensitivity within the larger Rochester community. He tirelessly negotiated with the mayor's office on one such issue. His efforts bore fruit this past October when the city of Rochester celebrated its first Indigenous Peoples Day. He helped increase awareness of Native American cultures and issues both within the Native American community and the larger Rochester, New York community. He went through his NWTA in October 2007 at Camp Whitman. Ronald Garrow, we honor you for what you have done, and we present you with the Ron Herring 2018 award winner. Blessings, brother.
I guess I just want to say thank you to everybody for this recognition. I've been sitting here listening to everybody else's accomplishments, and I have to say that I'm honored to have my name among those men who have received this award. We are here making some positive changes in Rochester with the Indigenous Peoples Day. I'm continuing to do some social justice work with local activists, and we're doing things to decolonize classrooms, eliminate Native American mascots, and work on cultural sensitivity and cultural awarenesses. And, you know, I just continue to live my mission, and I'm really happy to be, it feels good to be honored by your peers, men that I truly respect their opinions, the men in my circle. And I want to thank you for this recognition. Thank anyone who had anything to do with organizing this. And thank you to my circle for their support. Thank you, man.
Oh, thank you. Decolonizing classrooms. Yes, yes, yes.
Oh.
And moving on to the UK and Ireland. Greg Manning, Rainbow Dragon. I create safe spaces for myself and tribe to heal by being open-hearted. Greg travels both within the country and in the world to do his work leading healing circles and sacred events. His life is packed with either hosting healing circles or honing his skills to better facilitate future work. Whilst trying to support himself through this work, he often holds space at his own cost to further continue providing space for others. Greg Manning from the UK and Ireland, I think he'll be with us tomorrow. Congratulations, brother. You are the 2018 Ron Herring Award winner for the UK, and welcome.
From Wisconsin, Free Falcon, the Sky Dreamer, Joel Burback. I create a more connected universe by closely listening to others and myself. Joel has been active in the Buffalo Township and Marquette County board meetings, with one focus being providing better conditions for the county EMS units. He's active in local school board meetings and with the Al Ringling Theater Board in Baraboo. He has supported the Growing Power organization in Milwaukee, and Joel is active in the Garver Project, a complete renovation of an old granary adjacent to the Albridge Botanical Gardens. He is the principal developer of the arts space within the project, which will serve both artists and the community. And Joel lives his mission on a more earthly level by championing 6 acres of organic land in Marquette County next to the John Muir Park, creating the best possible world for both flora and fauna. He was born in January of 1952 and grew up on a dairy farm in Wisconsin. In 1975, he co-founded a peppermint and spearmint project and founded the Artisan Water Company 10 years later. He shares his life with his beautiful and inspiring partner, Bettina Maldini. It's with a great joy that that we honor you, Joel Burback, as the 2018 Wisconsin Ron Herring Mission of Service Award recipient. Ho.
Oh.
Boyce, I feel I need to say some words too here.
Yeah,
Joel
please,
Burbach.
go ahead.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, Joel Burbach has always been involved in supporting the project in ways that we are deeply indebted to. He's looking for creative new ways to do things better. He took lead on supporting when the IGFT was introduced to champion that going across the nation. Currently, he's in the role of supporting the creation of virtual iGroup trainings, and have worked tirelessly over the last 3 years to ensure that men learn processes on how to hold space virtually. So men that are in rural areas or have inability to be able to attend Circle can do it live electronically. So I just want to honor Joel Burbach for all he has given in the past and all he continues to give for MKP as well.
Thank you, Joel. And I've also ridden across Iowa with him on a bicycle. Screeching Osprey with an open heart, Donovan Ray from the Northern California area, MKP USA. I co-create a world of love and consciousness by being authentic and creating a safe place for others to do the same. Donovan is living his mission with his family, his fellow employees, those around him, and his brothers and friends in MKP. His massive loving heart has become famous in NorCal. He actively steps up to be in service to others in many different venues and continues to display his leadership in all areas. He mentors many men on their leadership path within MKP. He's bringing teachings through leadership to his architecture and engineering firm and is co-creating a progressive workplace where there's diversity and where emotions are welcome. Donovan works with a local contractors association in the planning and presentation of a senior pancake breakfast each year. His expertise as an engineer has brought him to be the president of the Tahoe Engineers Association. Being of true, authentic service suits him and his path for the future. And I would also just like to say, as the chair-elect for the Mankind Project USA, welcome Donovan Ray, and I think you're here and you've got audio. Say some words, brother.
Thank you so much. I am so incredibly humbled to be on this call and receive this award with so many men that I had judged that are so far along the path more than me. Yeah, it warms my heart. And I see the picture up there with that little dog. And here's another one that came to the office today with me. I work in an office of 23 humans and 14 dogs or so each day. And MKP has become a way of life here. It's changed my life. It's made me a better employee, a better partner of the company, a better father. Service truly fills my heart. And I want to thank everyone for the award and thank you guys for giving away your time for being here. It's just amazing. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, Donovan, and welcome, brother. Jim, why don't you take this one? Heinrich Reisenhofer.
Heinrich Reisenhofer from South Africa, Cape Town. Tiger hymn. I create a world of sacred wholeness and presence through awakening and empowering. Coach, shamanic facilitator, theater maker, and activist, Heinrich is the creator and director of the highly successful theater production and movement Pound Just Men. He was inspired by his participation in the MKP Warrior Weekend. Pound Just Men is a raw, honest, and empowering multilingual docudrama performed by 4 South African men from diverse backgrounds who tell their own stories and take a stand against the epidemic of gender-based violence in South Africa. For the last 25 years, Heinrich has been working with story healing both as an award-winning theater director and now as a transformation coach and shamanic facilitator. He is passionate about empowering people to awaken healing, higher connection, and workability between genders, cultures, and religions. His main focus is empowering men to rediscover their sacred masculine purpose and to take responsibility for transforming critical issues such as gender-based violence and climate change. To find out more, go to the link that we see here. And congratulations, Heinrich, for being the 2018 South Africa Cape Town Ron Herring Mission of Service Award honoree.
Oh, Heinrich Reisenhofer. And because we've got him on the line, Jerry, say a few words.
Oh, terrific. Well, it's great to be on here. I apologize. We had the wrong link earlier, and I had to go to a different area to get the link to get back on here. But it's great to be here, and I know the community is being honored. Robert Golden sent in the application, unknown to any of us. And when we received the award, the community is totally inspired. We're about to have an NWTA. We've got over 30 men that are coming this weekend. We're thrilled about it. And our community's gone through quite a bit, but like most situations, when you get through to the other side, if it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger. And while we were on the precipice for a while, I think we're really much stronger right now. Honored to be part of MKP, this great global community. Just a shout out, we had our WEG here in 2015 that Robert Golden and I produced, which kind of led to my idea to create an East Hawaii community. And coming up in 2018, we're going to bring a huge contingent from Hawaii down to Mexico. And I hope that everybody that listens to this call will consider coming down to the great World Elder Gathering in just outside Mexico City in 2019. I'm sorry. Yeah, where the years are flying by, and it's just been a pleasure to be part of this organization and to help co-create this East Hawaii community, which is just thriving and an inspiration to anyone that comes here. And really, we invite anybody, all of our brothers from all over the world, come spend some time with us in Hawaii. Aloha.
Aloha. Thank you, Jerry Deutsch. Congratulations to East Hawaii again.
So Clark Pitcairn isn't with us tonight. He will be here tomorrow. Golden Wolf from Philadelphia. I create a world of love and support by bringing love and support to others. Clark is one of the men that built the Burn Athens Men Group, which 22 years ago created this spiritual warrior effectiveness training, SWEAT, Men's Weekend. Clark is a leader on SWEAT weekends held at Beaver Lake, his property in northeastern Pennsylvania. Over 1,300 men aged 13 to 84 have gone through this weekend. From its beginning, SWEAT reached out to the Philadelphia recovery community. The cost of SWEAT is discounted to men in recovery as well as to men of limited means. Some inner city men went to SWEAT weekend and met Clark and other men from the suburbs. They thought we would never see these men from the suburbs again. Clark and another warrior brother, Locke Brown, started coming and are still coming into the city to mentor men in a weekly men's group, helping them grow to be better fathers and husbands and men of honor and integrity. Clark is married, father of 4 sons and 1 daughter and 3 stepsons. He's a senior vice president at Pitcairn Trust Company. He was a founder and the first president of the National Philanthropic Trust. It's an honor to present Clark with this award. I sit and circle with Clark every Tuesday in Frankfurt. Clark really models the spirit of giveaway and doing for others that can't do for him. And it's an honor and a privilege to know Clark on a personal level and to see him living his mission and just being the great support that he is to other men in the world. Aho.
Aho. Thank you. I'm going to shout out into the room. So this is our final award winner for tonight. I'm going to ask if Bill Kauth, do you want to come in and give us a blessing on the way out? Just move you over here and we'll go into the last slide. And if you'd like to say a few words, you're absolutely welcome. So as we have finished these slides in the past, we'll do the same tonight. I slept and dreamt that life was joy. I awoke and saw that life was service. I acted and behold, service was joy. Rabindranath Tagore. Bill, take us home, man. That was the last slide.
Oh, this is just thrilling. I just love sitting here and watching all these beautiful men get honored. Honestly, it touched me to tears at one point. And I've known Clark Pitcairn for probably 20 years. That feels so good. And I recently crossed paths with Patrick Reynolds, and I think Jim Stevens is awesome. He's, by the way, it wasn't mentioned that he, as of a couple of days ago, became like the chairman of MKP International. What a terrific man. And Donovan, he just reached out to me today to make contact, and I can hardly wait to talk to him and get to know him. And Jerry Deutsch, I've known forever. And I love these guys. I love seeing all these other men that I don't quite know yet from all around the world. Oh my God, that so touches me. We are doing such beautiful work in the world, man. I love you.
That pretty much says it. So thank you very much for being with us tonight. We will do the same presentation again tomorrow afternoon. Bless you for being here, and congratulations to all of the 20th anniversary 2018 Ron Herring Mission of Service Awards, as well as the second annual Bill Kauth Community Excellence Awards.
Oh.
Have a wonderful evening, and thank you very much for being here. Good night.